limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of two hard-working, highly educated, successful people who happen to be Black.
What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. I did not want to do this. This is not supposed to be your next piece. But I have to address this. But do be looking out for my next piece. And I don't know if it will be live or recorded, but it will be very scathing because I have to talk about, go in depth on these sellout ass people who were at the event, the inauguration event that was held for Trump. It wasn't the inauguration, but it was the other thing with the rappers and Snoop Dogg and Nelly and the little crackhead kid. I've got that coming, and also where are my notes? Also we have to talk about Wendy Williams. That's at Critical Mass, and I touched on, I think, at least the Wendy thing. I feel like I touched on that in our last live, but it wasn't the focal point. But we've just got some things that I need to go in on, and it's going to just be very scathing. So that's what I was working on, but this has presented itself, and I have to just put this fire out right now. They're trying to start this rumor now that there's some issue between Barack and Michelle, and because she wasn't at the inauguration, and I'm hearing there was something else she wasn't at, and then also there was the Jimmy Carter funeral that apparently she didn't attend. And what really sent me over the edge is that I see there are YouTubers that are clearly doing it just for damn clickbait. There's one sister who comes on my feed every once and again. I can't call her name. Anyway, she's a smart lady. I know she knows better, but even she was sitting up there whoring herself out, acting as if this was even something that was in question. And that made me sick. I'm just sick and tired of any and all sellout ass Black people at any level. At any level. I'm sick and tired of it. And I almost left her something very scathing, and I'm almost tempted to expose her. Only reason I'm not is because I'm sure she's not the only one. Like I said, there's others that I know of, but I'm citing her because I just know she's an intelligent person and can put one and one together. And it was just her whole demeanor. I know she's being fake, sit up there daring to question it, and then we see this and Michelle wasn't there, and then just playing along this tone and really giving it life. You understand? People like that, I pray for bad things to happen to people. I do. I can ask the Maker for anything, and I'd definitely be asking for bad things to happen to people. So let me begin by first saying that it was widely known and widely discussed that Michelle was not going to be at this damn inauguration. Period. And as far as the Jimmy Carter funeral thing, Michelle is sick of these people, and she's not a fake bitch like this Catwoman that's on your screen next to her. Barack is also a former president. So a lot of these formal things, he's going to show up. It's tradition. He is a former president. And so there you go. You understand? But Michelle doesn't have any obligation to anyone at all. Even as First Lady, you're not paid a salary. The First Lady is just the First Lady. It doesn't really come with any perks. I mean, it comes with perks, but I'm saying, but it doesn't, it's nothing. Even you notice when the President and the First Lady travel, she doesn't even she doesn't get out or go in the same car door as him. She has to come around because his security is the most important. It seems a little cruel, but that's just what it is. They really don't give a damn about the First Lady all like that. She gets a security detail like when, a First Lady travels someplace, for an event or something like that. There's security and stuff like that. But I'm just trying to let you understand that it's not really an official office really like all like that. But all that aside, we don't even need that. The fact of the matter is Michelle Obama is from the South Side of Chicago, and she understands what most black people understand. And she know fake ass white people when she see them. Period. Even when Barack was on the campaign trail, when he was first running for president, she made it very clear that she was not into politics at all. She was doing this to support Barack because even if she wasn't his wife, she felt like he was the best candidate and would be the best choice for the country. She was very purposeful about it. And so she didn't want to hold up his dream or the country, quite frankly. But she's been very consistent. She's not into politics at all. And I feel like she knows what I know. And that is that they stole this damn last election. For all their insurrections and attacking capitals in 2020, because they felt like the election had been stolen from them, they were happy to steal it. You see? And she also had campaigned very heavily for Kamala. And even that was just like a sacrifice for her. Again, just trying to do what she could, use whatever power and celebrity and sway that she has with the country to try and make the boat go in the other direction. She's not a selfish woman, and she's still a citizen of this damn country. And if you're in a position where you can make something happen, then you should do that. And so she knew that even though I was never going to vote for anybody because I'm done with politics in America, but I'm mature enough to understand that Kamala would have been a better selection than Trump, if for no other reason than we don't have to go through 4 years of a bunch of scandals and a bunch of bullshit every damn day. Like 4 years with this dude feels like 20 years. It's only 2 or 3 days in, and it already feels like, when's it going to be over? Every minute it's something. Every minute it's something. Because he is a petty bitch, a fat slob. That's all he is. And the epitome of white privilege and white mediocrity being held up as something legitimate and admirable. So there is no Barack and Michelle are getting a divorce and all this other nonsense. That is not happening. But when I heard this, in fact, my brother Samba told me. He always asked me, did I hear this? I'm like, that's not true. That can't, But I thought I would at least follow up, to see was there something that even seemed like it could be legitimate or whatever. And And, as I suspected, there's nothing, But I know Michelle, but more than that, I've listened to her and watched her over the years since we first knew who she was. Like, I know what's up. And I got her book, Becoming. You understand? So I know who this woman is, and I know her and Barack's relationship. She's been very open about their relationship and all those things like that, and they're in a good place. They just celebrated her birthday. She's had a birthday, and just all is well in the kingdom. That's what I'm trying to help you understand. But I don't blame her. Like, when they were done with the 8 years, Michelle was ready to go. Ready to go. Ret to go. She was over it. Okay, we did your 8 years. We out. Excuse me. We out. She was ready to get back to the private sector and still continue their humanitarian work and their philanthropy and work with young people and all the things that they said, But she is living her best life, and she don't have time for these old, wrinkled up, dried out, fake ass, demonic ass fucking white people going to ceremonies and shit. She ain't here for that. She's not here for that. So please, don't give this any energy, everybody. And when you hear somebody saying it or something like that, shut them down. Just tell them to shut up and talk about something else. Stop spreading this vomit. That no doubt the seed was planted by some white devil, you see, and you got people just running with it. They've done no study, they've done no work, and they just want some sensational story for their clicks and views. And that makes me sick. But while I was looking to see, to make sure that there was no validity to it, I did come across a few things that I do want to show you because it's worth presenting. And so this one I found because it says, it says Michelle Obama's honest words about Trump's inauguration. So you think it's going to be, a statement, or maybe she made she did an interview. She did, you don't know. But it was okay that wasn't the case, because this is still very, very good. Because it gives me an opportunity to talk about a range of things on this issue. So this is going to be juicy. Let us begin.
Michelle Obama just managed to edge out Melania Trump as the most popular first lady in a fresh Daily Mail poll.
Now, as soon as I heard that, I immediately had to be rushed to the ICU, because I listened to it a couple of times. I'm like, would you say it just happened, or like she just barely did it? Because if she just barely did it, now I'm ready to fight. But that's what he's trying to insinuate. As I hear, well, we'll just hear it again, and you tell me what you think.
Michelle Obama just managed to edge out Melania Trump as the most popular first lady in a fresh Daily Mail poll. But it...
I don't know. I don't know. But we'll go on.
Melania Trump as the most popular first lady in a fresh Daily Mail poll. But it was a nail-biter.
Okay, that was the part that pissed me off. How would it have been a nail-biter? How? Ooh, we don't know which one is the most popular. Ooh, we don't know. Ooh, we don't know. It's not even close. Michelle Obama is the most popular first lady in the history of this bitch. That's an actual fact. Let us understand that. Not only that, as Dr. King would say, not only that, but I remind you that Michelle Obama, when she released her memoir, it is the biggest memoir in the history of the word memoir. That's a fact. Not only that, but she also, her book tour, I made sure that I've highlighted this to my audience because I've been outraged that it wasn't a big story. Because if she had been a white bitch, it would have been a big story, and they'd still be talking about it. But the fact is, her book tour was the biggest book tour of anybody that ever said book tour. She was selling all around the world. She was selling out stadiums, everybody, and arenas for people just to hear her talk about her book. It's never been done in the history of publishing. I'm talking about the type of venues Beyonce performs in, Madonna, Michael Jackson, me. You understand? Like where you're going to be in a nosebleed seat someplace where you know you're going to have binoculars or at least a Megatron to even see her. But there they were to see Michelle talk about her book. Period. Not only that, but this fucking cat lady.
Michelle led
let's
with
get her back
43.
up here on the screen. This cat lady, her memoir, wasn't even selling. It wasn't even selling. And so I went to look up to see, well, what did the bitch sell? Even though they had called it a New York Times bestseller. But the criterion for that is very low. You understand? And so that doesn't really mean anything. You know, you can say it, but that don't mean you got the numbers. And her first week of the cat whore, she sold 85,000 copies in the first week of her memoir. That's for the cat whore. Michelle LaVaughn Robinson Obama's first week of her memoir, first week, was 637,000. Thank you, please. So let's just settle down. Let's just all settle down. Let's all settle down. Also, it's rumored, at least, that she was given, because you usually get an advance for a book. And I'll have those numbers for you in a minute. But it's not even close. Like, at all. But I also wanted to do this because it's another illustrious way to show you how they will forge white inferiority all damn day when it's not even close. They will continue to prop their inferior bullshit up as if it's anything at all, desperate to try to be in the class with black excellence. And this is a perfect example. They even lied about the bitch's height. I have met Michelle LaVaughn Robinson Obama, thank you please. In flat feet, Michelle Obama is 5'11". She is a statue. If you look up the cat whore, they claim she's 5'11". Well, I'm going to prove in this video the bitch is not 5'11". Let's go on.
Michelle Obama just managed to edge out Melania Trump as the most popular first lady in a fresh Daily Mail poll, but it was a nail-biter. Michelle led with 43%, just 4 points ahead of Melania Trump at 39%. And poor Jill Biden, she didn't even stand a chance, lagging far behind at 10%.
I'm very strong, I'm very confident, and
She sounds like she's been asked one of those questions at like Miss Universe or something. I'm very confident, I'm very strong. Okay, first of all, Michelle Obama is Harvard, or she's Princeton and Harvard Law, and she was the executive director over some huge medical hospital in Chicago, and she's a corporate lawyer, and on I can go. This bitch has been in America how long and hasn't even mastered the English language? How don't you know how to just, how do you sound like you just got here yesterday still? And it's even, and it would even be close? This is a dumb bitch, everybody. That's all that is right there on your screen. But that's all it is, though. This is not a mystery. This intelligent. This dumb bitch. There, I settled it for you. But let's go on.
9%. And poor Jill Biden, she didn't even stand a chance, lagging far behind at 10%.
I don't think Joe Biden even cared. Like, nobody cares.
I'm very strong, I'm very confident, and I live my life.
Melania.
Ooh, she does it all, everybody. Well, that settles it. I'm wrong. So that's, well, I stand corrected. I mean, clearly, Michelle Obama cannot hold a candle to her pinky toe. So I yield. I yield. I know when I'm wrong. I mean, I can't. Let's go on.
And I live my life.
Melania received plenty of love in this poll, with people praising her as beautiful, classy, and elegant.
That's all. Beautiful, classy, and elegant. Not talented, dynamic, intelligent, relatable. You understand what I'm saying? I could just keep going down the list of all things that describe Michelle. Also, this bit my ass too. This right here. Because I know she thinks she's really giving there. You see? But I remind you, Michelle Yvonne Robinson stunned in everything that she wore. And just when all of her enemies and any bitch that thought they could even see Michelle Obama, once they're recovering at the very end of Obama's last term, she came out and punished everybody on earth to death in this. Boom. There she is in Versace. I will tell you, after they walked out on this, I was in the hospital for 3.5 months, and they weren't sure if I was going to make it. It was all touch and go. My God. I was done. I was done, dude. Done. Oh, it says First Lady Michelle Obama dressed in a floor-length rose gold chainmail gown by Versace for her final state dinner. Yes. Oh my God. And you know she's wearing a heel there too. Remember, she's 5'11" in flat feet. So you know she's wearing a heel there too. So she is a goddess, dude. Like, just goddess, statue, just angel, model. Oh my God. My God, dude. Wow. Oh my God. She actually has a body. You understand? Whereas the cat whore is just a board with nothing happening there. Nothing going on at that address at all. No, lights aren't on. Nobody's home. No cars in the driveway. Nothing happening. The grass is overgrown. It's all there. But here you have this voluptuous statue. Blood of Jesus and the saints. Wow. Wow. My God. That's her hair, everybody. Let's understand. You know, this is yet another reason why these inferior-ass white people can't stand Obama, too. They can't stand him anyway because they can never produce anything like him. But let's see that walkout again. Just that he is who he is, and it's like, damn, and he got that, too? Damn! You know, they can't stand it. They can't take him. They can't take him. They can't take either one of them. They can't take him. They can't take them. They can't take them. Michelle is stunning all of humanity and punishing all of humanity. Punished. Punished. She is punishing. Wow, man. Wow. Check the onion. My God. I'm telling y'all, that is a gift from God. I've always told you guys, whenever I've talked about them, that there's the gift and the kiss. When Allah gives you anything, He gives you the gift and the kiss. The kiss is that extra thing that you didn't even need. You've been happy with the thing that you got. That's enough. But you get something extra. I identify it as the kiss because it's the divine's way of saying, just so you make no mistake about who this is. And so it would have been enough to have our first black president and it be Barack. But then we get Michelle. And I have the video of her descending from the clouds on the wings of angels. I have the video. So I have it. So that's nothing. I have it. Do you understand? I have it. I have it. I should also mention that Michelle Obama has the distinction of being the only first lady who has graced the cover of Vogue 3 times. Thank you very much. I wonder how many times the cat whore was on the cover of Vogue. Oh, never. Okay. Okay. Certainly not as first lady. Not as first lady. She was not on Vogue. Do you understand? But let us go on.
Received plenty of love in this poll, with people praising her as beautiful, classy, and elegant. On the other hand, Democrats weren't so kind, throwing around terms like gold digger. Ouch.
I could say I'm the most bullied person on the world.
She's the most bullied person, everybody. Nobody's paying attention to her. Nobody is checking. She's another one of those first ladies that just blends into the paint, the wall paint. Nobody knows she's even there. Nobody cares. She's not interesting. She's not talented. She's not funny. She's not anything. It's just, she's nothing at all.
I could say I'm the most bullied person.
She is a hateful bitch, though. She does have that distinction, so.
On the world.
Now let's talk about Michelle and Melania.
Now, here you have it. There they are standing face to face. Michelle Obama is 5'11" and flat feet. She's wearing a heel and so is this whore. And the bitch still don't come up to Michelle Obama's height. Watch this other angle now. You'll see their shoulders.
Because the tension between
Is it on this one?
these two goes back years.
I think they show this again at some point, and I'll show you the difference in height of their shoulders. She's not as tall as Michelle Obama. She's just not.
This isn't just about public approval. It's personal.
Look at Michelle.
And every little move they make seems to add fuel.
Look how he always holds. First of all, he rarely ever holds her hand. And when he does, it always looks like a hostage situation. Remember, I showed you guys a picture a while back when they were dancing at his first inaugural, and it looked like a choking in progress. I mean, it really looked like a strangulation, like right there in progress. I mean, it was, you know, but look, what is that? And again, white inferiority, white mediocrity. He's a porpoise. He's a fat lard ass, and this, I mean, she's 33 years younger than him. What am I missing? I can't. And he never kisses her. He never kisses her. He rarely ever holds her hand. And when he does, like I said, it's a hostage situation. And he never kisses her. When he does, when it looks like he's kissing her, it's usually an air kiss, everybody. You have to watch closely. It's usually, he'll go in like he's going to kiss her on her cheek, but it's really an air kiss. It never made any contact. And when it does, it's only on the cheek. They never kiss on the lips. They never kiss in the mouth. Like, he's disgusting. Wow.
To the fire. For instance, Michelle skipping Trump's second inauguration raised a lot of eyebrows. Coincidence? Maybe not.
His limited, narrow view of the world made him feel threatened by the existence of two hardworking, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black.
That's what I'm talking about. Michelle tells it like a TIS. You understand? Two highly educated. Understand that. Understand that. And by the way, it is a statistical fact that she is the most educated first lady. Period. The end. Like that, you can go and look that up. I may even bring you the stats in this piece, but it's literally a fact. She's the most academically accomplished first lady to ever hold the office. That's just the fact of it. Not surprising, but there you have it.
It all started when Trump entered office.
By the way, this is suspect. Because this bitch right here, Amy Klobuchar, I didn't watch the inauguration, but every clip I've seen from it, even when they were outside going to the limousines, this bitch was there. She's supposed to be a Democrat. She was up there running against Bernie back in 2020. And she's the one that shakes when she talks. Well, even when she ain't talking, she's shaking. But I just thought, I knew she was a fake bitch anyway, and all of them that ran that year were all fake, because that was just to try and crowd the field so that dumbass American people would think that there's somebody else instead of just fucking voting for Bernie Sanders and being over it. So they were just in it to just run. They knew they couldn't win and didn't have any intention of winning. And she was one of the people. But she's real hugged up with Trump. Like, why are you even there? Why were you this involved in the inaugural? I don't understand. I'm gonna have to do some homework, because other than just being a fake bitch, why else were you there? Why else were you so visible at this inauguration? Why? Let's go on.
Office. Michelle wrote in her memoir, Becoming, about how former First Lady Laura Bush offered her help when Michelle was new to the role. Michelle said she tried to extend the same courtesy to Melania, but according to her, Melania never reached out. When Michelle was asked...
Store that. Store that. Hear it again, because that becomes important in a moment. Well, yeah.
Laura Bush offered her help when Michelle was new to the role. Michelle said she tried to extend the same courtesy to Melania, but according to her, Melania never reached out. When
Melania never reached out. Go on.
Was asked by ABC News if Melania had reached out for advice, she simply responded, "No, she hasn't." Straight to the point.
This also got me too. Keep that in mind though. Michelle said she reached out and this whore never reached back out. Look how fake she is. Now, mind you, Michelle could stun all of humanity in anything she wore, and she did. Here is the airhead coming off of Air Force Two. This one, you know that the only substance you have is just your fashion statement, which wasn't really giving. But you're trying to be a model. Michelle wasn't trying to be a model at all. She just is, and everything she put on stun. That's just black girl magic. That can't be helped. You feel me? But notice the fake whore when she comes off Air Force Two.
Hasn't. Straight.
Look, the hand in the pocket. Look how staged it is. Look.
The point.
Look. Everything is like she's doing a photo shoot. Because that's all she's worth, if that. To somebody. You understand? Just see that again. How it's so rehearsed.
No, she hasn't.
Look.
Straight
Look.
to the point. point.
And look how the hand is in the pocket. You just put your hand in your pocket to come down Air Force 2 steps. I'm over it.
Melania's team, however, didn't let that slide.
Look, not holding her hand. It's obviously a formal event because he's wearing a bow tie. A tux, actually. Cummerbund and all. You know there's no way Barack and Michelle would walk in, he wouldn't be booed up with Michelle. That just wouldn't happen. But you're going to see through these clips that I'm showing you that in so much of it, 99% of it, either it's a hostage hold hand, or it's like this. He's not even holding her hand at all. Look, as they make their entrance.
To the point.
Look,
Melania's
watch.
team, however, didn't let that slide. Her communications director, Stephanie Grisham, fired back.
Look, fired back? Michelle didn't fire. She just asked, did Melania Trump reach back out to you? She just said no. But because white people are hostile when they're guilty anyway, then her representative had to fire back. There was nothing to fire. You feel me? And you're lucky Michelle didn't fire. But hear what they say.
Stephanie Grisham fired back, calling Melania a strong and independent.
And remember, I showed you the clip a minute ago where there's the airhead saying I'm strong, I'm confident. So here she's strong. White heifers are now trying to call themselves strong just because that's a term synonymous with the black woman now, and has always been for us, but they've been catching on to it in the last decade or whatever it's been now. You know, when I think strong woman, I don't think white woman at goddamn it all. So that was her firing back that Melania is strong. That don't answer the question, or if she that strong, why didn't she reach out? Why didn't she reach back out to Michelle when Michelle was trying to help her cat-eyed ass to make the transition into the White House, since she's so strong in all of it? Let's go on.
Grisham fired back, calling Melania a strong and independent woman who didn't need Michelle's guidance.
She didn't need Michelle's guidance because she just knows it all.
So much for that East Wing camaraderie.
I was never a friend with her.
And
now, that's deception. And shame on the producer of this video, because watch.
I was never.
What they just said, and then you hear her saying, I was never friends with her. But if it says in big ass letters across the screen, whore Trump, what? Wait, I'm being told in my ear it doesn't say whore Trump. It says Melania. Okay, Melania. I was never friends with People magazine writer. That's who she's talking about, not Michelle Obama. You see how they edited that to make it seem like? You see?
Fired back, calling Melania a strong and independent woman who didn't need Michelle's guidance.
She didn't need her.
So much for that East Wing camaraderie.
I was never a friend with her.
And let's not forget Michelle's brutal honesty about Trump's inauguration.
But again, that was about the People magazine writer, not about Michelle. Look at this queen, man. Wow.
In 2017. She admitted in her memoir that she couldn't even fake a smile during the event, saying,
See there? This goes to the heart of what I opened up with. And she's also said it in interviews. Michelle was over it, man. She don't like politics no way, and she was over it.
Brutal honesty about Trump's inauguration in 2017.
2017.
She admitted in her memoir that she couldn't even fake a smile during the event, saying, I stopped even trying to smile. She also didn't hold back on her thoughts about Trump defeating Hillary Clinton, calling it a hard pill to swallow, especially for women voters. Then there was the awkward gift exchange at Trump's inauguration. Remember when Melania handed Michelle that Tiffany & Company box?
Look, Michelle looked like I'm gonna have to stab this bitch. I'm gonna have to stab her. Put this box, somebody get this box. I'm gonna stab this bitch.
Michelle, that Tiffany & Company box?
I'm gonna have to stab
Michelle's
this bitch.
face said it all. She was scrambling, looking for someone to take it while cameras...
Now remember, she didn't need Michelle Obama to show her anything, but she just screwed up right there. You don't bring anything for this. You'll hear it in a moment. But also look at the shoulders there, everybody. Here's Michelle Obama's shoulder, and then there's the little inferior little Pompeii statue lady shoulder right there. You understand? She's not 5'11". Damn it. Let me take it back.
Hard pill to swallow, especially for women voters. Then there was the awkward gift exchange at...
Look, also this illustrates what I told you a minute ago. See how she's coming around from the other side of the car? The cat woman? And because they don't really care. Like, you can come out the other side. We won't know what to tell you. I never understood why the first lady can't just get out the same side as the president. Like, I'm over it. She can get out second, but she could still get out that side. Whatever. They must know why.
Especially for women voters. Then there was the awkward gift exchange at Trump's inauguration. Remember when Melania handed Michelle that Tiffany and Company box? Michelle's face said it all. She was scrambling, looking for someone to take it while camera...
Look how she's looking. Look at the cat lady. She doesn't know what to do because she feel like she could get hit. Because she don't know why Michelle wants to put this Tiffany box down. Watch her face.
Michelle that Tiffany and Company box?
Look.
Michelle's face said it all. She was scrambling, looking for someone to take it while cameras were rolling.
There was a gift exchange.
Oh,
there was a box given.
Look at this woman, y'all. It's never been this delicious, man. And you can even just forget that she was First Lady. Michelle Obama is just a standard. She is just a standard. She is a standard. You understand? My God. SubhanAllah.
Looking for someone to take it while cameras were rolling.
There was a gift exchange.
Oh,
there was a box given.
The Tiffany's box.
Yeah, so what was in there?
It was a lovely frame.
What was a frame?
It was a frame.
Sweet gesture? Sure.
Look how she walked. Like they just pasted the dress on her, like, okay, walk, Melania. You know, she don't have nothing. She don't have it, dude.
Frame.
There's nothing there. There's nothing. How dare you compare her? How dare she even be put in the same video with Michelle Obama?
The frame.
Sweet gesture? Sure.
Look at this bullshit.
Smooth execution?
Look at the handhold, everybody. Another hostage situation happening here.
Not so much.
Another hostage situation happening there.
What was in there?
It was a lovely frame.
What was a frame?
It was a frame.
Sweet gesture?
Look.
Sure.
Look.
Smooth execution?
Who holds a woman hand like that, y'all? Who holds a woman hand like that? What? We'll just have to see it again.
Frame.
Sweet gesture? Sure. Smooth execution? Not so much. Michelle admitted she was caught off guard.
Walks up the steps without his wife, just leaves his wife behind. He just
no tenderness, nothing, just nothing.
Walks up there.
Well, there's all this.
And even Ellen is pointing it out, and she's a lesbian. You feel me? And even she's like, what man leaves their woman just
walks up the steps without his wife, just leaves his wife behind. He just walks up there.
Well, there's all this protocol. I mean, this is like a state visit, so they tell you that you're going to do this, they're going to stand here. Never before do you get this gift, so I'm sort of like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this gift? And
you see, if she had reached back out to, when Michelle reached out to her, if she had reached back and talked to Michelle, Michelle would have let her dumb ass know, bitch, when you show up here, don't bring no gifts. You feel me? And could have let her know what happens and how things flow. You see? But white folks always got to be right, even when they absolutely the fucking wrong.
Well, there's all this protocol. I mean, this is like a state visit, so they tell you that you're going to do this, they're going to stand here. Never before do you get this gift, so I'm sort of like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this gift? And everyone cleared out.
Barack had to step in and save the day by taking the box inside.
Because Barack always knows what to do and is the coolest cucumber dude ever known to humanity.
What am I supposed to do with this gift? And
he steps in for his woman. He sees his woman's panicking. he step in and handle things. You feel me? So I'm saying Barack learned everything you know from me. You feel me? You could call him an Axine. You feel me? Barack can tell you right now. You feel me? You could call him an Axine. Just call Barack an Axine. You feel me? He gonna tell you.
Everyone cleared out.
Barack had to step in and save the day by taking the box inside. Talk about teamwork. Of course, we can't ignore the
Oh my God, y'all. Did y'all see the flying saucer she had on her hair at this last inauguration? It was a flying saucer, dude. She looked like... I'll have a name for it by the end of this video. It was hideous. Like, I'm still in therapy right now for it. I can't go on.
infamous plagiarism controversy.
The moment I saw it, I lost a tooth.
During the 2016 Republican National Convention, Melania delivered a speech that many felt borrowed heavily from Michelle's 2008 Democratic.
Even that clip, you see Michelle steps up, she's waving at the crowd. This plastic bitch comes out there, she don't know what to do. Look.
16 Republican
Plastic bitch, inferior.
National Convention,
inferior white bitch.
Melania delivered a speech that many felt borrowed heavily from Michelle's 2008 Democratic National Convention address. The similarities were undeniable, and the backlash was swift.
You work hard for what you want in life. That your word is your bond, that you do what you say you're going to do.
And she speaks from the heart, like she with passion, and just like she's a better speaker than Barack. You feel me? Everybody know it.
Backlash was swift.
But the contrast.
You work hard for what you want in life. That your word is your bond, that you do what you say you're going to do.
My parents impressed on me
Then a robot. My parents impressed on me.
values.
Bad news.
You work hard for what you want in life. That your word is
But wait now. She's literally saying my parents instilled in me. So you shouldn't have to read two fucking teleprompter screens at the same time, bitch. If your parents told you that would just come out of your heart as a recall of what your parents them had told you and stuff. Dumb bitch. I'm over it. I can't do it. I don't know if we're going to get through this, y'all. I don't know. Y'all know how I get. You know how I get.
That your word is your bond, that you do what you say you're going to do.
my parents impressed on me the values that you work hard for what you want in life.
And then she had to look at the other screen.
That your word is your bond.
You didn't remember your parents had told you that, cat bitch?
And you do what you say and keep your promise.
Years later,
Because your parents never told you that shit. Ever. I'm over it.
And you do what you say and keep your promise.
years later, in her 2024 memoir Melania, she finally opened up about the scandal. Melania admitted the speech had undeniable similarities to Michelle's and blamed her campaign team for failing.
Blamed her campaign team. You're still inferior because Michelle wrote her speech. Thank you very much. So you didn't write it, and they stole it. So it's double.
To properly vet it. She described feeling betrayed by her staff. It's clear that controversy left a mark on her.
Melania Trump was so
Yeah, left a mark on her because it exposed what we know already, that she's a dumb bitch. Like you're not even qualified to even be in the same room as Michelle Obama. You're not even qualified. You're probably not even qualified to be in the same room with Sasha or Malia at this point. I mean, let's just understand.
The mark on her.
Melania Trump was so criticized for using what turned out to be a portion of your speech.
Look at how beautiful she is. Look at that smile, y'all. Look at that smile. Radiant and beautiful. Oh my God, Michelle Obama. Listen, y'all know me and Janet been together. We at 28 years now, y'all. Me and Janet, we've been kicking it real tough. Real tough, you feel me? All through Control, Rhythm Nation, all that. Design of a Decade. We've been here. You feel me? But I feel like we probably need some time apart. I feel like we might need to just take like a little break piece. You feel me? Just like a little break piece. You see what I'm saying? Because I feel a certain type of way about Michelle. I mean, I don't know if Janet will let me have a second wife like that. You feel me? I don't even know though. You feel me? I don't even know. I don't even know. You feel me? But look at that smile, y'all. You just can't. I just love her so much. And y'all know I love any excuse to talk about Michelle Obama. Y'all know that. Any excuse to see her, talk about her. I love Michelle Obama so thoroughly. Shut up, Jedi.
Was so criticized for using what turned out to be a portion of your speech.
I love it.
Do you have any sympathy? Because there are people around her creating things, and I have some sympathy for her. Do you understand how that might be sympathetic for what happened to her?
Yeah, that was tough.
But wait, there's more. Melania
Wait.
didn't.
There they are walking. No holding hands. Wait, it's another hostage situation. My bad.
There's more. Melania didn't hold back in a recent interview with Fox and Friends, where she accused the Obamas of making her transition into the White House unnecessarily difficult.
So now she's also a lying whore, because as we already know and cited earlier, that's why I said remember that, because Michelle reached out, because Laura Bush had reached out to her and made her transition into the White House very easy, brought her up on game and everything. Michelle was trying to do that for this cat whore. You see? Now she wants to go on Fox and Friends and act like as if Michelle and them was the problem. Again, a lying whore. It's the same history of white bitches lying on black folks when they have been found out or when they're inferior, or they have to confront their own inferiority.
Where she accused the Obamas of making her transition into the White House unnecessarily difficult.
Unnecessarily difficult because she wouldn't reach out or call. And again, look at the shoulders here. You see Michelle Obama, you see the cat whore. This bitch is not 5'11", period, the damn end.
The first time was challenging. We didn't have much of the information.
Because I didn't reach out to Michelle Obama, because even though I can't speak English at all, I'm still a racist, hateful, lying bitch.
Difficult.
The first time was challenging. We didn't have much of the information. The information was upheld for us.
Melania.
It was upheld, not held back, y'all. Upheld. Because she's has a master's in English, clearly. I mean, that's where I want to send my kids. That's where I would send my kids.
Upheld for us.
Wait,
Melania.
Y'all, look. He's walking with the dude from India. Look, she's like the maid or something. He doesn't even know she's even there.
Explained just how chaotic that
again, no holding
transition
hands.
period is.
The transition team has only 5 hours.
Wait.
Upheld for us.
Melania
upheld for us.
Explained just how chaotic that transition period is.
The transition team has only 5 hours to move Biden's out and to move us in. So everything needs to be planned to the minute.
Now she's Miss Expert. There's nothing there, dude. She looks like the flight attendant there or something, or that lady that's gonna come down the hall and tell you, attorney so-and-so will see you now or some shit. Like, I mean, I can't.
She also shared that this time she is more prepared for a second term in the White House.
Look.
The difference is I know where I will be going. I know the rooms where we will be living. I know the process.
Michelle is not the only first lady who's had a rocky relationship with Melania.
Now, there's that inauguration. Remember, Michelle did not want to be there at all. At all. She didn't even gussy up. Remember how she looked for them two inaugurations of Obama? She did not gussy up for this at all. She did not want to be there at all. And sisters know when they put that ponytail in, they ain't feeling it. You feel me? They're not feeling like they need to glamour up. You see a sister pull her hair back in a ponytail like that, they don't really mean it. Like, it's whatever.
Key relationship with Melania. There's also been noticeable tension between Melania Trump and Jill Biden. Over the years, these two have clashed, and their quiet
Look, there's the flying saucer. Look, she looks like Miss Mary Matt. Did y'all used to play that when you was growing up? Miss Mary Mac, 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 all dressed in black, 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 with 16 buttons, 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 all down her back, or something like that. I feel like my sister and them used to do that with hopscotch or something. I don't know. The bitch is Mary Mac. There she is, with the flying saucer on top of her head. I'm over it.
Rivalry is clearly still in
She
play.
looks like a mannequin. Like, I worked at JCPenney's for years. The bitch is a mannequin. You have the proof.
Take the iconic Vogue magazine, for example. Melania never graced its cover during her time as First Lady.
She never graced its cover as her time as First Lady. And I've already given you the receipts that Michelle was on the cover of Vogue 3 times during their presidency. Thank you very much. Because she's what? A cover girl.
Take the iconic Vogue magazine, for example.
Look.
Melania never graced its cover during her time as First Lady. A pretty big deal since being featured on Vogue is considered a rite of passage for most First Ladies.
Okay? Vogue didn't want her ass. You feel me? Even Jill Biden got on the cover, goddammit, Vogue. Even Jill Biden. And there is nothing to look at.
Meanwhile, Jill Biden appeared on the magazine's cover in 2021, and Melania didn't hold back on expressing her feelings about that.
They're biased.
Now they're biased. You see? I wonder if she said this before or at, well, because the Vogue shoot they just showed, was that before she was First Lady or after she was First Lady? Because she wasn't on Vogue when she was First Lady. So why is she sitting up there saying they biased? So it must have been before she was on there. They're biased. No, bitch. Why do they have to be biased? Maybe you just don't have the look to be on Vogue, and you don't. If I'm the managing editor, you would not be on the cover of Vogue. I promise you that. So that's just, I mean,
One. And Melania didn't hold back on expressing her feelings about that.
They're biased. And
yeah, they just don't like the cat look. Yeah, it wasn't in for that season. Just wasn't in. Just wasn't the cat look just wasn't in.
they have likes and dislikes.
And they don't like cats.
I have much more important things to do.
Like what? Because we don't know anything that you do at fucking all. So you have much more important things to do. What? Like, did you want to maybe name even one? Oh, there isn't anything. Okay, all right. Wrap the interview. All right, we're wrapped. All right, it's a wrap.
I have much more important things to do, and I did in the White House than being on the cover of Vogue.
Fast forward to her
Yeah,
recent...
maybe you could go and take English classes. I don't know. I'm just throwing things out. I don't know. What do I know? I mean, it just, I don't, maybe you could, I don't know, take English class or something. Or maybe you could take English class. Or, I mean, there's a lot of things you could do. You could take English class. I know. Take English class.
Fox.
Now, y'all, you've seen the walk she's had the entire time the clips they've been showing. Watch her now trying to give, I don't know if this is the fall line walk for Marc Jacobs or somebody, just out of the standing. But watch this
Being
now.
on the cover of Vogue.
What?
Fast forward to her recent Fox
Look,
interview,
the bounce.
and Melania made her stance even clearer.
For me,
There's no other clip where she walked like that. There's no other clip where she walked like that. So be noticing that through the rest of these now.
Melania made her stance even clearer.
for me, we have so many other important things to do than to be on the cover of any magazine.
The cover of any magazine. But we don't know anything that you do, though, fake bitch. We just, if we could get a statement, we don't have the evidence. We just don't have it.
I think the life would not change to be on the cover of any magazine. I think the life would not change for anybody if I'm on the cover of the magazine.
That's white folks, man. Whenever they can't do some shit, then they want to hate on it and tear it down. Just because their white ass can't do it. She's no different. That's why I've always told you, it doesn't matter what country they from, what accent they speak with, none of that shit. They're all the same, dude. It's the same people. It's the same fucking people. And she
Sounds like a subtle
shows
dig at
that
Jill, don't
characteristic.
The life would not change for anybody if I'm on the cover of the magazine. or not.
Sounds like a subtle dig at Jill, don't you think? But wait, there's more. Melania Trump recently made headlines by skipping the traditional tea and tour with Jill Biden at the White
See, again, she's throwing shade. She threw shade at Michelle. Now she threw shade at Jill.
House this November. It's a tradition where the First Lady welcomes her successor as a gesture of goodwill when the outgoing president meets the incoming president-elect.
Now, Michelle was there for that because obviously she's friends with Jill, so she would obviously want to show up for that.
And I want to show them that I don't care.
But no, I take
criticize
that back.
whatever-
Strike everything I just said because that picture was not from
And I
that.
want to show them that
Just simply because the
Outgoing
Catwoman was
president.
in it and she didn't go to that event. They're just using this as an example. Strike everything I just said. Strike that, strike that, strike that.
Melania Trump recently made headlines by skipping the traditional tea and tour with Jill Biden at the White House this November. It's a tradition where the First Lady welcomes her successor as a gesture of goodwill when the outgoing president meets the incoming president-elect.
and I want to show them that I don't care. You could criticize whatever you want to say, but it will not stop me to do what I feel it's right.
You know, everything she's giving, it lets me know that somebody, or probably more than one person, through her journey, through this, him being president and all, she knows she's a dumb bitch and she don't have no credential for anything at all. And it's probably been, you know, you don't know the little whispers that people hear when they're in a crowd or they're shaking hands and somebody said something. You know, they hear things and things like that. So she looks like a person sitting up there like it's all been found out and she knows it's true. So I'd let them know I don't care, and I do what I want, because I'm a Russian spy and I'm here
And
to
I wanna
blow
show
up
them
White
that-
House.
I don't care. You could criticize whatever you want to say, but it will not stop me to do what I feel it's right.
Melania's decision to skip
Because she's so strong and confident with no chest.
the meeting goes beyond mere scheduling. Considering her history with Jill, it feels like a deliberate choice rather than just a coincidence. Let's rewind a bit. Back in 2021, Melania broke a 70-year-long tradition by not inviting Jill for the customary tea when the Bidens moved into the White House. It was a move that raised eyebrows and set the tone for their icy dynamic. Stephanie Grisham, Melania's former aide, even revealed that Melania had no intention of welcoming Jill, following her husband Donald Trump's claim that
Look, the hostage situation is a hostage. Somebody call the FBI. It's a hostage situation. It's a hostage situation going on right now. We see it live.
the 2020 election would
Can I just say the White House is really giving right there, though? It's really giving. It is really giving in that shot. That
following her husband
the White House is really giving.
Donald Trump's claim that the 2020 election was stolen. Apparently, Melania's independent streak didn't apply to this situation. She was firmly in.
Look, Joe Biden and Jill are hugged up. They stand over there, no physical touch at all. None.
Trump's corner on this one.
I support my husband 100%.
Fast forward
Because without him, I would be nothing because I don't have any credential to do anything but be a dumb bitch. As you could tell, I was too lazy to even learn English. I'm Melania Trump,
My husband
Russian spy. I here to blow up something. I don't know.
100%.
Fast forward to today, and the tension is still palpable. Jill reportedly reached out to Melania after the assassination attempt on Donald Trump in July, but Melania questioned.
Again, that's one of those moments where you're like, if he had been a righteous person, that bullet would have probably taken him out. But evil ass people seem to just fucking never fucking die, dude.
But Melania questioned whether the gesture was genuine. Why? Well, just days earlier, Jill had reportedly called Trump evil and a liar during a campaign event.
All true. I mean, Where did she misspeak?
He's evil. He said he didn't want to be seen with injured veterans because it didn't look good for him.
Ouch. Can you blame Melania for side-eyeing that phone call? Now let's talk about the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago in 2020.
Remember, Joe Biden is a teacher. She also has a law degree. You understand? Everybody up there has a law degree. The only two fucking people that you're going to see in this that don't have any damn credential is Trump and this damn cat bitch. That's it. No credentials at all. None at all. None.
For side-eyeing that phone call? Now let's talk about the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago in 2022.
Again, you've got 34 felonies. 34 felony convictions, because there was more. But it was only convicted on 34. You got 34 felony convictions, everybody, and an FBI fucking raid on your house. And you can still be inaugurated and start signing executive orders and things. Huh? Huh? I tell you, that white inferiority, it'll get you there every time.
Can you blame Melania for side-eyeing that phone call? Now let's talk about the FBI raid on Mar-a-Lago in 2022.
An FBI raid? I'm just like, I can't even...
This incident seems to have fueled Melania's lingering grudge against the Bidens. She's been vocal about her anger, calling the raid an invasion of privacy after agents searched through her wardrobe and even her son Barron's room. To make her point, she posted a clip on X highlighting the Fourth Amendment, claiming her rights were violated.
Bitch, spell Fourth Amendment, and then I like to hear you recite it. You see? Their house was raided, and she felt like it was a violation of her privacy. That's exactly what a raid is there to do, is to violate your privacy. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. All right, nurse, bring me my medication. Yeah, do what? I don't know. Whatever killed Elvis. Yeah. Okay.
Her wardrobe and even her son Barron's room. To make her point, she posted a clip on X highlighting the Fourth Amendment, claiming her rights were violated.
And every time we've seen that she's made a statement, you guys, you notice it's never like a warm background where she feels like a mom or somebody with a personality. It's always some shit like this. Like just
and
like
if that
a
wasn't
death
enough,
cult, like a
Melania,
death cult video, like a, I don't even know what to even call it, dude. Like I can't.
To make her point, she posted a clip on X highlighting the Fourth Amendment, claiming her rights were violated. And if that wasn't enough, Melania openly criticized Democrats for creating a toxic atmosphere that, in her view, contributed to the threats against her husband.
Really? Spell toxic.
So how invasive was that? Did it make you angry? How did you feel?
Yeah, it made me angry. Yes. Invasion of privacy.
But let's not forget...
Spell invasion of privacy, bitch. Spell invasion. Because how about the insurrection on the White House? Seems that was an invasion of the people's house, of the people's capital. So we talk about invasions and all of it. Huh?
So how invasive was that? Did it make you angry? How did you feel?
Yeah, it made me angry. Yes. Invasion of privacy.
Spell it.
But let's not forget the long-standing Battle of the Jackets. Remember when Melania wore that infamous Zara jacket with "I really don't care, do you?" on the back during a visit to a migrant detention center?
Yeah, she went to visit a migrant detention center. In the back of her jacket says, "I don't care, do you?" And she's just a dumb bitch. And that's okay. What I'm highlighting here is that white fucking inferiority is just dazzled around like it's nothing. You understand? Like that's how they've done anything on the earth. Theft, murder, genocide, and fucking inferiority. That's it.
Critics slammed her for the insensitive message.
Yet, I remind you that when Michelle Obama, who is a model and a statue, one of their first vacations that they had after Barack first was elected, I think they were at Camp David, And Michelle had on a pair of shorts and a top, and the girls, you know, and there they were. Is it appropriate for a first lady to be wearing shorts like that? Is it appropriate for a first lady? I mean, just pathetic. That's why I tell you, don't give a fuck about what white people think, say, or feel. Don't waste your time. Don't. They are a waste of your existence. Don't do it, my people. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm trying to save you.
On the back during a visit to a migrant detention center, critics slammed her for the insensitive message. Jill, however, seemed to fire back in her own way years later, wearing a blazer with love written in sequins at a G7 summit. Talk about contrasting vibes.
Why did you wear it?
I wore the jacket to go on the plane and off the plane, and it was for the people and for the left-wing media.
So you trying to make a political statement while going to visit a children's detention center? You're still a dumb bitch. It was for the left-wing media. Nah, bitch. You embarrass yourself. You're a left-wing bitch. You every wing. Shit. Whatever.
It was for the people and for the left-wing media who are criticizing me, and I want to show them that I don't care.
Now, I just want to show them I don't care. But she said that earlier. She didn't go to Jill's thing because I showed them I don't care. I don't care. Wow.
Well, here's the juicy part. Donald Trump managed to turn all this tension into, of all things, a marketing opportunity.
Meanwhile, Barack Obama is blessed enough to be married to a woman who stepped many times behind the mic and could move the entire world with one of her speeches. My God, Michelle Obama is such a magnanimous speaker. So effective, so dynamic, so emotional, so she's funny, she's ironic, she's deep, she's connective. Just to have a woman at your side that can stand and do that, you'd be like, damn, look at my woman go. This bitch could not stand to the mic to do anything. You understand? He's an idiot, and so is she. These are inferior people, everybody. Inferior. Look at this. We don't have a single picture of Obama doing anything like this at all. You wouldn't have it. You wouldn't have it. Look at this. And by the way, he was making fun of a disabled person there at the time as well.
Of all things, a marketing opportunity. During the reopening of Notre Dame de Paris, Trump and Jill Biden were seated just one seat apart. Photos of their friendly...
Look, he grabbed her and kissed her like he doesn't ever even do Melania.
De Paris.
Look,
Trump and Jill Biden
he
were seated
manhandles
just
her.
one
Look.
seat apart. Photos of their friendly...
It's inappropriate. I don't give a fuck who you are. You don't greet nobody's woman like that. Give a damn.
Marketing opportunity. During the reopening of Notre Dame de Paris, Trump and Jill Biden were seated just one seat apart. Photos of their friendly exchange quickly circulated, but Trump took it a step further. He used one of those photos to promote his fragrance line. Yes, you heard that right. On Truth Social, he posted a picture of himself chatting with Jill, captioning it, "A fragrance your enemies can't resist." Classic Trump, right? Now, who's your favorite first lady?
It's not even close, dude. Michelle LaVaughn Robinson Obama. There's not a whole lot of women that can see Michelle, but definitely not either one of these heifers, and least of all that cat bitch. At all. Michelle Obama is just a dynamic human being on her own with a natural radiant beauty that comes through in everything that she does, man. You cannot be exposed to this woman and not just love her. It's not possible. It's just not possible. Now, let's see the hate, everybody, because, again, this goes to why I was even provoked to do this video. Trying to see if this rumor had any merit to it. So, I got a couple more pieces. They're not as long as this one. Now, this, I promise you, if I seen this Megyn Kelly bitch, it would be on sight. She's a hateful, twiggy, inferior, horse neck looking, skeletal looking white bitch. And that's just for starters. Then you have, I don't know if she a dude or not, over here in this fucking purple with the beer gut and the eyebrows that don't match her hair. Not understanding. But this is clearly a hit piece. Look how they sit up here and talk. You could you needed to see this because anybody seeing this, even white people seeing this, if they have the capacity to be honest, anyone looking at this willing to be honest, the only conclusion you can come to is that these are two intensely jealous ass white women. Obsessive even. It's almost, it's not even almost, it is juvenile. It's like grade school into high school behavior that we've all either witnessed or experienced. It's clear that they are intensely jealous. They're aware of their inferiority, and that's the feelings that they're having. And there is also a pronounced lust for Barack Obama, even without them even, they don't need to actually say the words. You could see it. Now, I'll try to let this play and then talk about it, but y'all know me. So we're probably just going to talk about it as we go through it. But hear this now, because this also, I believe, is where part of this rumor precipitated about there being trouble. Well, this is even called rumors of trouble in paradise between Barack and Michelle Obama. You see? So here are these sad, pathetic ass, unattractive ass white bitches. Let's go.
Melania Trump sat down with Ainsley Earhardt of Fox and Friends on Fox and offered a bit of a jab against how she and Donald were treated by the Obamas when they took over at the White House as the Obamas left first time around. Watch.
But now wait, remember, in previous clips we've already seen, we've already proven and shown that it was Melania's cat-eyed ass is the reason for any difficulty that they had. Michelle did what she was supposed to do and kept the protocol. She cited how Laura Bush had taken her under the wing and given her all the pointers that she would need and showed her the protocol so that she would have a easy transition and indeed an easy life in the White House, you know. So Michelle did her jurisprudence. It's just that this uneducated, unintelligent, inferior, cat-eyed bitch, racist bitch, keeping in step with what is white character, of course, now wants to take what she did, she's the problem, and trying to make it seem like she exactly was not the problem. Let's go.
As the Obamas left first time around. Watch.
Behind the scenes, what is it like when you're moving back in the White House? What's different this time?
The difference is I know where I will be going. I know the rooms where we will be living. I know the process. The first time was challenging. We didn't have much of the information. The information was upheld for us. from previous administration, but this time I have everything. So it's very different transition this time, second time around.
So the Obamas did not fully share everything that would normally be shared.
You see that? The Obamas didn't share everything that would normally be shared. And again, I want you to also be observing how easy it is for white people to be this demonic, deceptive, and evil. This is why I say the forked tongue of the white devil. That's not just a hyperbolic statement. I'm describing reality. You understand? Reality. So the Obamas weren't, as if it was their fault. And this is deliberate. They're sitting up there like two gossipy ass bitches that are talking about some bitch they don't like. It's got that same tone and the same intent, really. You've seen it even in movies where you got two inferior bitches sitting someplace hating on the other chick because she got the jock or whatever, and they making up all this stuff that's clearly not even true about the other girl just to make themselves feel good. And that's what we see so much in white people. They got to lie on black folks to make themselves feel a certain way, even when they know they lying. So that makes it psychotic. That makes it psychotic. Wow, think about the process of that. It's one thing to lie and you'll know you lying, or you're speculating even, we could allow. But you know it's some bullshit and you're literally saying this, and that's enough to make you feel okay. You're okay feeling okay about something you know is a lie. I hope you got what I just said to you. That's very important. If not, play it back. Wow. And just a little side note for you guys. This Megyn Kelly bitch, one of my very good friends, I lost my friendship with them over this white bitch. My buddy Paul Worthy, his mother took me into their home when we had moved. Well, we had moved to New York. And in California, I'm honor roll student. They print my name in the newspaper and all that stuff. I'm on track to be valedictorian, all of that. We moved to New York, and the credit system is different there. The school credits. So, long story short, I'm trying to abbreviate. But anyways, I ended up having to come back to California. I didn't want to stay with any of my sisters because all my nieces and nephews at the time were little. And my sisters would just want me to babysit and they'd be wanting my money. So Paul's mother took me in under her roof, and she is also the reason why I went to college, because while I was still in high school, she put together all of my stuff for me to be able to go to college. I am indebted to that woman for eternity. But so Paul and I were very close, and back in 2010-ish, I found a way to reach out to him. It might have been Facebook, I can't remember, but somehow we were able to get a hold of each other. And, it's supposed to be to reunite, but he had turned into this coon, Republican type. It hurt me so bad, y'all. I'm still hurt. But I remember the last straw was when he was talking about how much he was in love with this Megyn Kelly bitch. And it just was too much, dude. Anyways, I just thought I'd share that. So fuck her for that too. Just for existing. Goddamn. Alright, let's go on with their lies and bullshit.
Did not fully share everything that would normally be shared.
They shared everything. It's just that dumb non-English speaking bitch didn't know how to listen and didn't want to listen because she's a racist whore, and she didn't want to hear anything that was coming from this glorious model and highly educated laureate named Michelle LaVaughn Robinson Obama.
With the Trumps. Now we see, of course, it must be noted, Trump skipped the Biden inauguration because he was doing his January 6th stuff.
An insurrection, and they just laugh at that as if somebody accidentally spilled, something on their shirt or something, or the baby did something cute. Evil, I'm telling you, born evil, everybody. They're born evil. Born evil. Let's go on.
With the Trumps. Now we see, of course, it must be noted, Trump skipped the Biden inauguration because he was doing his January 6th stuff. But now you have Michelle skipping this inauguration. And there is speculation in the press that, yes, it could be because she hates Donald Trump, but she hated Donald Trump in 16.
Nah. You see, again, this is where we get into it really deep. This is now you see how easily she crafts this lie? It's well known and documented that Michelle, and by the way, as they sit there, they have the benefit of Michelle has 2 books out now. The Light We Carry and Becoming. So even if you didn't know it before the books, you certainly know it now. It's public knowledge. It's always been public knowledge that Michelle Obama is not into politics. You understand? And you also see the inferior and the jealousy element of it, because like if you hate me and I hate you, why are you so desperate for me to come to your wedding? Why would you be ass hurt that I don't want to come to your wedding when you know I don't like you and you don't like me? Why do you need me to be there? So that means you need me for some reason. And that expresses the envy, the obsessive envy that they have. You see? Hear this demonic witch, this pinche bruja.
In the press that, yes, it could be because she hates Donald Trump, but she hated Donald Trump in 16 too, and she went.
With a puss on her face.
But you see, and they're leaving shit out. She went in 16 because Obama is the president that he was taking over from. Barack Obama was a sitting president for 8 years. Of course, he's going to be at the inauguration, and Michelle Obama has just been the first lady for 8 years, so she went. She didn't love it, but she was also trying to be patriotic, and it was also a sign of trying to bring the country together, because remember, nobody wanted him. And we have the DNC to thank for the fact that Bernie Sanders was not the nominee, and it was sniper fire. Had it been Bernie, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. So yes, Michelle was there in 2016. So look, she was there in 2016, and you know why, you dumb bitch. You deceptive whore.
Donald Trump, but she hated Donald Trump in 16 too, and she went.
Because Obama was just coming off his presidency and her off of being first lady for 8 years. Go on, whore.
With a puss on her face.
Right. But, or is it because there's trouble in paradise?
You see? So they're so ass hurt that she won't come, that now they make up a lie about her and Barack's marriage. Think about it now. Hear me, everybody. Hear me. Hear me. I always tell you, when the Jedi speaks, you learn. So you're so ass hurt that she won't be there, and they want your black validation. You see? They want the black validation, and because they're so born evil and hateful and demonic, that if Michelle had decided to go, their whole thing would be making up bullshit stories about she looks unhappy and she looks like she doesn't want to be there, and did you see how she did this, and she did this, that was disrespectful. They would have something else to say. That's why I say, just be over what white people think, say, or feel. Be over it. Dismiss them from your life and go on and live. You understand? Go on and live, and just be prepared to defend yourself if they want to get physical. You understand? Because when they don't get their way, their first default is violence. That's their first default.
Or is it because there's trouble in paradise? There are a bunch.
And I have to add this, so that you have all the context. She knows at the time that she's speaking there, because the inauguration's already happened, it was already had been talked about. It was in all the media. It was already known long before the inauguration that Michelle was not going to be there. Everyone knew it, including the stringy hair ass bitch. Excuse me. It was well known and documented.
With a puss on her face.
Right. But, or is it because there's trouble in paradise? There are a bunch of reports now. It's her birthday today, and she tweeted something out, and Barack tweeted, "I love you." Like on paper, they're being lovey.
She just caped over that real quick.
A bunch of reports now. It's her birthday today, and she tweeted something out, and is it because there's trouble in paradise?
And by the way, also she's the mean girl. Like going back to the movie analogy I was giving you, she would be the mean girl in the film, and in very high quotations only, the pretty girl. Oh my God, I just lost another tooth when I said that. All right, dentist. And then she would be the ugly fat bitch who gravels at the ankles of the mean girl and is loyal to her and wants to be at her side because she admires her and wants to be her. You see, that would be the role of Miss Beergut over here. You see, let's go on.
Right, but or is it because there's trouble in paradise? There are a bunch of reports now. It's her birthday today, and she tweeted something out.
There's a bunch of reports now. It's her birthday today, and she tweeted something out, like just now, all vague.
Barack tweeted, "I love you."
Barack tweeted, "I love you," which exactly shows there's not trouble in paradise. But forget that. I want to go on my white evil lies. You see.
There are a bunch of reports now. It's her birthday today, and she tweeted something out, and Barack tweeted, "I love you." Like on paper, they're being lovey, but this is what's coming up to surface. She gave an interview, for example, on Jennifer Hudson's show within the past year. It was in December, so it was a month ago. And listen to her talk about Barack here. So that's nice. There are a bunch of reports now. It's her birthday today, and she tweeted something out, and Barack tweeted, "I love you."
She tweeted something out, and Barack tweeted, "I love you," which means there's no trouble in paradise.
On paper, they're being lovey.
On paper, they're being lovey, everybody. On paper, they're being lovey. On paper.
But this is what's coming up to surface.
What's coming up to surface? What? Love you, honey. Happy birthday to the love of my life, Michelle Obama. You fill every room with warmth, wisdom, humor, and grace. And you look good doing it. I'm so lucky to be able to take on life's adventures with you. Love you. That's so loving. And it's so accurate. I'm not even her husband, and we all agree that our experience with Michelle to witness her is that she does fill a room with warmth, wisdom, and humor and grace. Who disagrees with that? Nobody. Oh, except for hateful ass jealous ass white bitches.
This is what's coming up to surface.
What?
She gave an interview, for example, on Jennifer Hudson's show within the past year. It was in December, so it was a month ago. And listen to her talk about Barack here.
Now, you see how she set it all up. She already said there's trouble in paradise, and ooh, but wait, it's her birthday, which kills my entire narrative. And this is what's coming up on surface. And then we see this beautiful note from Obama for all the world to see, and now she's acting as if she's presenting some piece of evidence that's going to make her claim, you see. But also, as you're watching this, know that this is what I'm telling you about these one-tooth having ass people who call themselves right-wing Republicans and MAGA. They have absolutely nothing above their shoulders at all but an empty space. That's it. That's it. They don't think for themselves, and so they have no intellectual property at all. So now she's supposed to be presenting her case, and ooh, and look, here she was on Jennifer Hudson only a month ago, and here's what she said.
So it was a month ago, and listen to her talk about Barack here. It's Hot 16.
How's our former president doing?
He's doing okay.
He's doing all right.
Yeah, he's still working too hard, you know. But I think that's something he will always do. Yeah. That was our anniversary date.
That was our anniversary date. She's talking about Barack very warmly, and like she always does, she always talks to him very warmly, and then a lot of times she'll throw in some kind of little dig at him, like he doesn't pick up his socks or something, you know, like it's always very loving.
But he's doing well, working hard on the Obama Presidential Center. So we've been able to get some fun dates. That picture was us at the U.S. Open, and that was the first time he got to go to the U.S. Open in person. But he's working hard on the Obama Presidential Center, which is on the south side of Chicago.
I love that.
Yeah. We're going to head to the island for a little sun.
Nice.
And to
That's the way to spend the Christmas.
I know. I tell you, that's what you got to pick your husband right.
Okay.
You know? Okay. It's like he got a lot cuter when I found out he was from Hawaii. It's like, oh, okay.
That is funny.
And of course, there she was looking stunning, you understand, and amazing. You come back to these two ice-faced ass bitches. This one over here on the left, it could be a man, y'all. We don't know. We just don't. I've got the forensic team looking over some things right now. They're in the lab now, and you won't believe what they're finding. You won't believe what they're finding. It is just, you won't believe. You would never believe what they are finding. See, they looking at now they just finished looking at the clip.
Okay, this on the heels of reports denied by Jennifer Aniston that there may be something going on between Barack and Jennifer Aniston, but
Jennifer fucking Aniston, bitch. I mean, this is how far out there it is. This is why I don't trust these people for anything at all. They say and do anything, and with a grin at that. What the fuck would Barack, or anybody quite frankly, what would Barack have to do with Jennifer goddamn Aniston? Wow. We don't even have any history of Barack even being into any white bitch at all. Wow.
of reports denied by Jennifer Aniston that there may be something going on between Barack and Jennifer Aniston.
That she just said was denied by Jennifer Aniston. Just like as she's telling you there's trouble in paradise, she's showing you everything that says there's absolutely nothing going on in paradise but paradise. As she's saying there could be something with Jennifer Aniston, she's saying that it's denied by Jennifer Aniston. Again, the forked tongue of this white devil. The forked tongue.
That there may be something going on between Barack and Jennifer Aniston.
Just so you hear the
but Jennifer
contradiction
Aniston
again.
came of reports denied by Jennifer Aniston.
Denied by Jennifer Aniston as she continues to forward the lie.
Denied by Jennifer Aniston that there may be something going on between Barack and Jennifer Aniston. But Jennifer Aniston came out and said, this is a tabloid report, said, I only met him once. I know Michelle better than I know him. But what's going on here?
I find this fascinating. I have been theorizing for months.
And said, this is a tabloid that there may be something going on between Barack and Jennifer Aniston. But Jennifer Aniston came out and said, this is a tabloid report, said, I only met him once. I know Michelle better than I know him. But what's going on here?
Not a
I
damn.
find this fascinating. I have been theorizing for months that something is up in this marriage because she
See
was
there?
traveling
Go back.
alone.
That there may be something going on between Barack and Jennifer Aniston, but Jennifer Aniston came out and said, this is a tabloid report, said...
Again, first she said denied by Jennifer Aniston, then now just there she said, went further. Jennifer Aniston said this is a tabloid story, like that's it, but she's still going. She's still going. If I'm Barack and Michelle, this will be a lawsuit immediately, just on principle, and to drag this bitch through the mud. Just let her know, don't step over here ever again.
Between Barack and Jennifer Aniston, but Jennifer Aniston came out and said, this is a tabloid report, said, I only met him once. I know Michelle better than I know him.
Only met him once, knows Michelle better.
But what's going on here?
Not a damn. You just, I can't, dude. I've made it clear, so y'all understand what I'm saying.
I find this fascinating. I
find this fascinating with my mismatch, that my eyebrows don't match my hair, and that I've got a beer gut.
Theorizing for months that something is up in this marriage.
I've been theorizing for months. Based on what, ugly bitch?
Because she was traveling alone over the summer. Not alone, she was traveling with billionaires, which is how they roll now.
Michelle and Barack are approaching billionaire status, dumb bitch. I remind you that Barack and Michelle were very successful people before he ever even went into politics. Let's break it down. Barack and Michelle were successful already before they ever went into politics. Michelle is a corporate lawyer, and I gave you the rest of her credential. Barack was also a lawyer. You understand? Remember, Michelle is Princeton and Harvard Law. Barack is Columbia and Harvard Law. You understand? He was a civil rights attorney. So, they were already successful. They already had the nice house and the cars and they already had it. They already had it. And fast forward now, at the time that he's running for president, he now has his book out, Dreams from My Father. He is the only president that has the distinction of having 2 Grammy Awards for spoken word. You know, because when you do your book, you also do an audio book as well. And so he won Grammys for each book that he's done. All right. So add to, they're already financially stable. He writes these books, boom, money. And by that time, he's already been a state senator and a U.S. senator. In fact, while he was running for president, he was a U.S. senator at the time. I'm just trying to show you there was already a coin, there was already money. They were already hanging out with big people. They were already friends with Oprah Winfrey, who was a billionaire. You understand? So these dumb, pathetic, inferior, ugly-ass white bitches don't know anything, and they're just sitting up there trying to start shit. And they should be dragged through the fucking legal system for everything that they are not worth. Then, Michelle, I already told you about her book. Well, now it's plural, books, plural. But just her first book, the first memoir. It's the biggest selling memoir in the history of memoirs, literally. So, Michelle is a multi-millionaire many times over on her own, as is Barack. You understand? And also, I mentioned to you in earlier when I was giving you numbers about the books. I told you I would get the numbers on the advance. Well, turns out that Catwoman was not given an advance. Because obviously the publishers didn't have a lot of confidence in her at all. So her deal was structured more like, we'll just put the book out and then you'll get your percentage as the money comes in. All right. I already cited for you that in her first week the bitch only sold 85,000 copies of her book, while Michelle sold 637,000 copies in her first week. But now, as I've said, but Cat Bitch was not given an advance. And just to give you some perspective, Sniper Fire had an $8 million advance for her memoir. Michelle got a jaw-dropping $65 million advance for Becoming. Thank you, please. So, Michelle, they also have businesses, and among them is their film stuff that they're doing. So, yes, it's not uncommon to see Michelle traveling on her own and Barack traveling on his own. He is still a former president, so he will have a Secret Service detail for the rest of his life. So it's still a hassle to travel with him. And remember, Michelle was so glad to be out from underneath that bubble that she didn't know what to do. She tells the loving story of just being in her house for the first time alone and just fixing cheese toast. Just fixing cheese toast. And being able to have windows open. To be able to ride in cars and actually let the window down. I mean, so she's not going to be rushing back into that bubble every time Barack has to go someplace. She's like, nah, I'm good. You go ahead with all that. I'm going to take the convertible and do what I need to do. You know, or whatever. So, let us go on and try and get through these pathetic, inferior witches.
In this marriage, because she was traveling alone over the summer. Not alone, she was traveling with billionaires, which is how they roll now. But he was...
And that's an indictment. You see how the racist bitch in her comes out? Which is how they roll now. Like, but, and the hypocrisy, because they're the definition of hypocrisy. So, Trump is literally palling around with this mentally incapacitated as billionaire. Everybody that's on his damn cabinet, when they took the pictures from the damn inauguration, they were pointing out that everybody sitting up there is a damn billionaire. So they only have a problem with it because how dare this black bitch be palling around with billionaires, and my pathetic white ass, unattractive white ass, can't. You see, they are specious and evil, everybody.
Because she was traveling alone over the summer. Not alone, she was traveling with billionaires, which is how they roll now.
So why is that a problem? Man-ass bitch. Go on.
But he was nowhere to be found, you know, and...
Nowhere to be found? He's the most popular president in the history of the country, certainly in contemporary times. His approval ratings still overshadow anybody that's holding office. So, nowhere to be found, white bitch? Wow. Wow.
But he was nowhere to be found, you know, and I don't know, they always sort of sold this great love story, and
they always sort of sold this great love story. You see how they're literally just, this is what, if there's anything good about this, is that they're so comfortable in their evil, that they're just putting it right out on display. And we get to see what we already know to be the truth any damn way. They've always sold this story. I hate the fuck out these people, dude.
Now, but he was nowhere to be found, you know, and I don't know, they always sort of sold this great love story, and
which is true, and so
the way she's talking about him on the Jennifer Hudson show, it was kind of like a distant family member.
Really? Go back and watch any time that Michelle ever talked about Barack, and you'll know this fake ass white bitch is lying.
Talk to he's working a lot, and then he's working a lot, and also he happens to be working a lot.
But
She don't got shit else.
I'm really happy he has a connection to Hawaii. At least.
Yeah, right. Like I bagged a big one, I guess. I don't know. And she's so, the whole.
I bagged a big one, I guess. I don't know. Was that a slip? Because I always tell you, always, there's never a time that white bitches are not fiending for the black penis. Let's just be very clear about that shit.
I bagged a big one, I guess. I don't know. And she's so, the whole sort of like this self-help empire she's built for herself, with her books and her like journals and everything.
And that's a negative? Meanwhile, this bitch sitting up there with no ring on her fucking finger.
It's just, it all feels very grubby to me. And for
grubby? Because all the positive shit you just cited? It feels grubby? Like I tell you, peace seems like oppression for white people. You understand?
For her, this country made her a very wealthy woman.
No, bitch. Michelle Obama made her. This is look what we white people have allowed her to have. That's what that racist bullshit is about. Michelle is a self-made woman. Thank you, please. This country has made her a very wealthy woman. Nah, Michelle has scraped and crawled for every damn thing she got, bitch. You understand? This country, that means white people, we have given this to her. It's like when they talk about our athletes, when they dare to stand for our lives and our dignity, and you'll hear these white demons saying, to the effect of that we should be so lucky that we're allowed to do anything. Don't tell me shit about racism. White people are the inventors and the fucking provocateurs daily of goddamn racism. Period. The end. Period. And all other evil that goes on across the earth. That is a factual statement.
The whole sort of like this self-help empire she's built for herself, with her books and her like journals and everything.
She just said this self-help empire, her words, not mine, that she's built for herself. And then she comes right back around and says, this country has made her a wealthy woman. Again, the forked tongue of this white devil.
It's just, it all feels very grubby to me. And for her, this country made her a very wealthy woman. This country made her a very wealthy woman.
See, she doubled down on it.
And a very privileged woman.
A very privileged woman, really?
And she can't get out of bed to.
And because of that, she's supposed to come to. She's supposed to jump anytime any of our white asses say so. That's what she's saying. Because we white people have allowed her to do anything, she should jump for the rest of her life at any time that we say so. That's how they think. She means this shit. Remember, they're literally up there devoting time to saying this shit.
This country made her a very wealthy woman.
Wow.
This country made her a very wealthy woman, a very privileged woman. And she can't get out of bed to, these people fly private. You're not taking more than a day to go to.
These people fly private. So, Bill and Hillary can no longer fly private. George and Laura can never fly. Nobody can fly private anymore, according to white bitch right here. Look, these people fly private. The jealousy is coming all out of her pores and everything. Do you feel it, everybody? Am I doing a good job of bringing my case? Let me know. Are you understanding what I'm putting out? I need to know that. I need to know that. I need to know that. Let's go on.
Woman, and she can't get out of bed to, these people fly private. You're not taking more than a day to go to Jimmy Carter's funeral.
Well, she had a
Show
quote,
up.
scheduling conflict, Maureen.
Listen, if that scheduling conflict had any import, that conflict would have been detailed. She had a scheduling conflict, helping with whatever, whatever,
Yeah.
whatever. Or she's whatever.
Almost
Look,
nothing.
look, she had to say whatever because she almost said charity. They got to try and step away from the truth because damn, that truth will fuck you up every time. Damn, that truth will get in the way. Ugh, damn it, the truth. Ugh. Quick, sidestep it. That's what you, whatever. Hear that again now.
Conflict, helping with
Wait, look, helping. Wait now, we got to hear that. We
more
have
than
to
a
hear
day to go to Jimmy Carter's funeral.
She had a
Show
quote,
up.
scheduling conflict, Maureen.
Listen, if that scheduling conflict had any import, that conflict would have been detailed. She had a scheduling conflict, helping with,
and then she has to stop herself.
whatever,
And then she almost said charity, whatever. Helping with, because she almost said helping with whatever charity. You see?
not taking more than a day to go to Jimmy Carter's funeral.
She had a
Show
quote,
up.
scheduling conflict, Maureen.
Listen, if that scheduling conflict had any import, that conflict would have been detailed. She had a scheduling conflict, helping with whatever, whatever.
See there? Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. Or she's whatever.
Almost not.
She almost said, or she was in an elderly, never, whatever. You see?
Detailed. She had a
I'm just trying
scheduling
to
conflict.
also show you that everything that I ever say about these people is exactly who the fuck they are. I don't need to make anything up. I don't need to be dramatic. I don't need to pull anything out of my ass. I don't need to misrepresent. I don't need to be deceptive. I don't need to do anything. All I have to do is just tell it. That's all I have to do. That's it. They're everything that I say they are. Everything.
Show
Quote,
up.
scheduling conflict, Maureen.
Listen, if that scheduling conflict had any import, that conflict would have been detailed. She had a scheduling conflict, helping with whatever, whatever. Or she's whatever.
Almost not.
See, whatever. Because there's just too much good there. I can't find any bullshit to talk about her. So just whatever.
Nothing cannot be postponed. Even a mammogram, if you're Michelle Obama, could probably happen the next day.
They will wheel the machine to you.
Yes.
Okay.
You see, they also are obsessing on, for whatever reason, they need her to be, and then they're forgetting, they're not even mentioning the fact that while they're talking all this shit, Barack was at all this shit. Why did you need her to be there? Why did you need that? Why? Because they need black validation, not just here, but in any fucking thing they do. But specifically speaking about this particular situation, it's they want that. It's not enough that Barack is there. They want her to be there to help them feel better about their fucking evil and to validate them and shit. You understand? It's so pathetic, man. It's so pathetic.
Even a mammogram, if you're Michelle Obama, could probably happen the next day.
They will wheel the machine to you.
Yes.
Okay. So, and I also think that now that these rumors have been sort of circulating and there's been
no rumors. I remind you, there's been no rumors. Everything you're talking about, there's no rumor, everybody. There is no rumor. These bitches are pulling out of their stankin' asses. And we know they stank because they don't fucking wash their ass.
Could probably happen the next day.
They will wheel the machine to you.
Yes.
Okay. So, and I also think that now that these rumors have been sort of circulating and there's been speculation in the media about what is going on, there hasn't been a denial. Wouldn't you issue a denial?
There's already been a statement before the fucking inauguration that she wasn't participating. So there's no need to deny. Again, man, dude, where's the bolt of lightning when you fucking need it? Where is it?
If you're a prominent, mega powerful couple like that, your brand is...
That's what they're jealous about. They're prominent, mega powerful, mega power couple. And this bitch don't even have a wedding ring.
So intertwined.
But if you did not, that there's marital trouble or that he's having an affair with Jennifer Aniston, which is just
that
crazy.
would be amazing. That would be, I mean, like, who would you pick for Barack? Like, for wife number 2?
For wife number 2. Look, I mean, this is so evil, dude. Like, this is like punch that bitch in the face type thing when you see her, Michelle. You feel me? I mean, this is so juvenile and specious and deliberate and pathetic. It's so many things all at the same time. They are really ass hurt. They are really ass hurt that they couldn't get both Barack and Michelle to show up at this bullshit, at this stolen ass inauguration. Wow. And by the way, I remind you, there's no other race of people anywhere on the planet Earth that this conversation would be happening. I need you to really process that. This is yet again one of them things that you would only see from fucking white people. No one else. No one else. Close your eyes. Imagine now there's two Asian women sitting up there having this conversation. You can't imagine it. It wouldn't happen. Close your eyes. And by the way, that's any Asian. That could be Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese, doesn't matter, just Asian. Now, close your eyes. Two Indian women are sitting up having this conversation. You don't have it. Just keep going down. I mean, you don't have it. This yet again is only white evil. That's it. Nobody else does this shit.
Have been sort of circulating, and there's been speculation in the media about what is going on. There hasn't been a denial. Wouldn't you issue a denial if you're a prominent, mega powerful couple like that? Your brand is so intertwined.
But if you did not, or like that there's marital trouble, or that he's having an affair with Jennifer Aniston, which is just
that
crazy.
would be amazing. That would be. I mean, like, who would you pick for Barack? Like for wife number 2?
I mean, I would pick a man.
The cackling white witches. You see? And they're sitting up here talking about two people who are physically perfect, intellectually, financially, all of that. And this is a dumpy fat bitch sitting over here. A dumpy fat bitch with fat fingers and everything, who can't even get her eyebrows to match her hair. I mean, that's libel right there. But because their intellect is the equivalent of being under the shoe of Barack Obama, because he and Michelle both are intellectually superior, they would never even answer this. You understand? Because they realize these people are just in the gutter somewhere with the McDonald's trash washing into that gutter. But if it was me,
That would be. I mean, like, who would you pick for Barack? Like for wife number 2?
I mean, I would pick a man.
That's my favorite thing. I remember when there was this like doorstopper biography of Barack Obama that came out several years ago, right? And the New York Times reviewed it and basically...
A doorstopper biography.
Said, nothing to see here. And then I read somewhere else, the big takeaway was Barack crushing hard on like his male college professor.
Yes, he had gay fantasies that he was talking to an ex-girlfriend about.
Yeah, and was like, could I live as a gay man? Because I really dig this guy. Like, there's nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Like, you could be on something.
I'm just going to say, like,
this is when you really know you've won. This, especially as a man, when all they can say or come up with to try to slander you is to try and implicate that you might be gay, you've won. You've completely won. Again, it's juvenile, it's elementary. This is some shit from like middle school. Here's supposed to be two grown women up there, and they're talking like schoolgirls about a man who has two beautiful daughters who are just as intellectually stunning as he and his wife, and who are as physically stunning as his wife, and who has accomplished more in his life, in this, who had already accomplished more in his life at probably 21 than these bitches will do in an entire lifetime. But to try to soothe their inferiority and their obsessive jealousy, this is the shit that comes out. They're both got that devilish grin that only white people have. You see? With their dog hair. She looks like a Springer Spaniel or a Cocker Spaniel over here on the right. No shade to Cocker Spaniels. And then this man-ass bitch that's sitting over here. I mean, it's just so pathetic, dude. It's so pathetic.
I'm not sure, but I wouldn't put him down for any second wife. I think if those two split, it's going to be confirmed bachelorhood.
Oh, interesting.
For the duration.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I predict. I don't know whether there's trouble in paradise or she's just being her normal, miserable self. She always has.
This is like the girl that didn't get invited to her best friend's wedding or something like that, or the popular girl's wedding, and this is the shit they would be talking. You see, you so ass hurt that you're trying to tear down something that was good. You just mad that you wasn't there. You wasn't invited type thing. It's that same tone. It's the same intellect even.
Confirmed bachelorhood.
Oh,
hopefully you guys aren't hearing. There's a lot of work going on in the apartment property next to ours. And they're using jackhammers and everything. So I don't know if that's bleeding into my sound. But if it is, that's what you're hearing.
Interesting.
For the duration.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I predict. I don't know whether there's trouble in paradise or she's just being her normal, miserable self. She always has like.
Wow. Now at the end she says, I don't know if there's trouble in paradise. Because there isn't. Or she's being her normal, miserable self. Be very honest. Anybody that's listening to me, be very honest. Is there any time since we've known who Michelle Obama is there any time that you would describe her as miserable? Be very honest. Just be honest. That's it. You don't ever need to agree with me. Ever. You don't ever need to agree with me. Just always what the truth is. So I ask you now, is there ever a time that you would use the word to describe Michelle Obama as miserable? As this dog-looking ass, fake, evil-ass white bitches are saying.
Confirmed bachelorhood.
Oh, interesting.
For the duration.
Interesting.
That's what I predict. I don't know whether there's trouble in paradise or she's just being her normal, miserable self. She always has like an unenthusiastic. The only thing she gets enthusiastic about is how much she hates Trump and our country. Those are the things that really seem to animate her.
That's the very thing that's animating you, that she don't give a fuck about Trump and she's not going to show up for his bitch ass. You see, they project like a motherfucker, dude. Oh my God. I can't. I always ask Allah, what would the world be if they never fucking existed? Ever. What would that look like? Hopefully y'all don't hear my stomach growling.
Oh, interesting.
For the duration.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I predict. I don't know whether there's trouble in paradise or she's just being her normal, miserable self. She always has like an unenthusiastic. The only thing she gets enthusiastic about is how much she hates Trump and our country. Those are the things that really seem to animate her.
It's so
love
true.
for Barack doesn't seem to be on the list. Increased.
Fuck her. I hope this bitch falls down a flight of stairs. There's one other torturous piece that I wasn't even going to do it, you guys, and we may not do it. We'll go into it. If I can get through it, then fine. If not, we'll abort. Y'all know how I get. This one, I'm going to try and just let it play, y'all. And then talk about it. Because maybe I won't get as worked up. And this will be our last piece. All right, let's go. This is called Good Don't Come. Megan fucking whore reacts to Michelle Obama's inauguration snub. Let's go.
Forgive me, but you and I may be two of the only people with access to a camera or a microphone who are not exactly bedazzled by Michelle Obama.
Wait now, I can't. See, I can't do it. because hear that.
Only people with access to.
He's trying to be insulting, and it's actually a compliment by accident. Hear what he said.
Forgive me, but you and I may be.
You and I may be
two of the only people with access.
Two of the only people with access
to a camera or a microphone.
To a camera or microphone.
And who are not exactly bedazzled by Michelle.
Who are not exactly bedazzled by Michelle Obama. Admitting that the entire fucking world loves her. And that you are just two pathetic, fucking inferior ass, non-important ass people that don't matter to anything on the planet. But he was trying to be insulting. All right, I'm gonna shut up.
Forgive me, but you and I may be two of the only people with access to a camera or a microphone who are not exactly bedazzled by Michelle Obama. I don't care that she's not going to the inauguration. I don't care whether she is or isn't in the same house as her husband.
But this bitch does care, so she's grinning, but I don't know if she knew he was going to say this or not. Maybe she thought he was going to be like the man whore that was sitting up there with her a minute ago. So he's like, I don't give a damn. It's not an issue for me. She's so desperate.
Who are not exactly bedazzled by Michelle Obama. I don't care that she's not going to the inauguration. I don't care whether she is or isn't in the same house as her husband. I don't care what she says in advocacy of a candidate one way or the other. I've never got the Michelle Obama thing. Does anyone care that she's not going to be there when all eyes are on Trump and his wife?
I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little beyond not caring. I'm like, good. Don't come.
Stay away.
You know, seriously, you're out there, you know, endorsing that he's a misogynist, Hitler-esque type. Because stay home. No one wants to see you. You're right. Yeah. You shouldn't come. I'm glad you skipped the Carter funeral so you wouldn't have to sit next to him. Maybe. We don't know why. I don't mind not seeing you at the inauguration.
Yes, you do.
She, not only does she hate Trump, she doesn't think much of America. So she can sit this one out. No one's going to miss her. She's already getting plaudits from people like Joy Reid, which tells you exactly what you need to know about how to feel about this issue. And listen, the Obamas are yesterday's news. No one cares about them anymore.
You so care,
They did everything in their power to defeat Trump both times, and they lost, right? In 16 when they really put it on the line, and then again this time around. No one listened to them. They're as irrelevant as J-Lo now in their political opinions about who should be president. They can't sway anybody who's swayable, right? They can motivate some Democrats, obviously not enough. So their time has passed in the way that, like, you know, it's sad that Jimmy Carter died. He had a great long life, but nobody was asking themselves, what did Jimmy Carter think about this political issue by the end? And Obama's already turfed off into that category.
Now, obviously, what's happening in Los Angeles is very serious, but I jokingly referred that, you know, don't forget about all of the victims here. Meghan has had her show delayed by Netflix. So she had the whole PR thing ready. She was out there with the baseball cap. She was, you know, expecting that the show was coming out in a couple of days, but now it's been pushed off again. So can we think about all the victims of the LA fires, please?
This is almost as disgusting as the trip to Uvalde after the mass school shooting.
Okay, that might be the end of it. Let me just scan forward.
She is all about one person.
Wait.
Her. Not even Harry. I don't think she cares about him at all.
About Meghan, then.
She cares about Los Angeles residents. I'm not looking for credit. In fact, I don't want credit. I don't. Different motivations. She 100% PR move. That's why she was there. She wanted to get on camera. She's really thinking at every opportunity she can improve her terrible reputation. And you're not. You're not our prince. You're not royalty to us. We don't give a about.
She's so, you see how filled with jealousy and hate they are, man? She's absolutely ass hurt that Michelle wasn't there. You know, and Barack and Michelle are yesterday's news. Why are you talking about them in today's news, though? I mean, it just, I can't. Let me know what your feelings are, everybody. Let me know what your feelings are. We may have to bring this up in our next live because I can't. But as I said to you, this wasn't supposed to be your next piece. because I need to go in on this damn pastor that spoke at the damn inauguration. We have to talk about Fat Joe's bitch ass. I've got some new information and presentation on that. Also, these fake ass rappers, including Snoop Dogg's bitch ass, cozying up with Trump and all of it. So there's a lot of dragging that has to go on. Trust and believe, and it is going to be fire. So be looking for that. In the meantime, if you're new to the Jedi, I ask you to subscribe and join our family. Also, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up to help with the algorithm. And I will see you soon. This is the Jedi.